Coffee time, coffee time, coffee time. Hello, you corny subs. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded a coffee time. And for that, I am... No, I really am sorry for not uploading content. Reason why I haven't been uploading content is, well, one, my mental health has been in the shit. As you guys know, I do suffer from melancholy depression. I don't hide that fact. I talk about it all the time to people who are willing to listen and learn what melancholy depression is. Everyone goes, well, isn't depression melancholy? No. Melancholia was the first diagnosed name given to depression. However, there is a type of depression called melancholia depression. Melancholia depression is you will have peaks and valleys of highs and lows, to the point where you are immensely high. You no amount of medication will bring you down. You just no matter what it is, you're gone, and then within a split second of a gnat stick, and that's it. You've got no energy, to the point where you will, in my case, I end up spending 2-3 days in bed, and the only time I get up is to take my medication and to have a shower. And even then, that's only because my Alexa tells me to go do it. Otherwise, I just won't do it. I am currently working on a theory. It is a personal theory. I will be talking to a dietitian and a nutritionist and a few other people who are friends of mine. I work at my local Irish social gym. I've got my boxing. Here's a nice little boxing prop. I do box, hence that's why I'm so pretty. And so I do work out. So it's not a matter of not having the physical ability to work out, because I'm pretty stout for a man of my age. I'm gonna have a quick bicky with me coffee. Hope you guys don't mind. And well, while this video goes live, when this video goes live, because it's going live today, I will be at a gaming session with some friends, and we are going to be playing Mech Warrior, well, Battletech. And so I 3D printed some mechs, different sizes, different things. And well, what did I say, sizes, but different. You got light, medium, heavy, assault. You know what I mean? You got different classes. So I printed up a few, painted up a few. Yes, I actually painted. So I will grab a couple. Now they're not exactly to my normal pro painted standards, but here's a rifleman, nicely done. Little desert two-tone on there. There's a wasp, which is my favourite mech. Again, a little two-tone. They're all got the same camo pattern. And then we've got a vulture. We've also got a couple of mad cats as well, because love my mad cats. And so I actually painted miniatures. And while I was painting the miniatures, I noticed that I actually started to relax a little. Not much, but a little. And then I realised I am focusing too much on how good I want these miniatures to be, when practicality wise, I just want them on the table. I don't want them to be Golden Demon. I don't want them to be Masterclass. I don't want them to be award winning. And so, yeah, I'm going to be working on my gut health, which is another thing. A lot of people, especially my nutritionist, he turned around and said to me, let me look at your diet. So I told him my diet, and he looks at me and goes, how the fuck are you even functioning? I'm like, I barely am. And I don't exactly eat 100% healthy. I'm crying out, I'm having chocolate biscuits with a cup of coffee. And so he suggested to me probiotics and a few other things. I've ordered them. They're coming to me through Amazon, so they'll be here tomorrow. So I will start the probiotics on Monday and give it an entire week, so Monday to Monday. I'll be taking them at the exact same time for an entire week. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, not the next coffee time program, but the following one, I should have noticeable differences in my appetite, in my various other things. I've also been trying a few other things. And yeah, so I've been trying a few other things, exercising, diet change. I got some of these simple green powders, like the AG1s, kind of stuff like that. It's not AG1, but you get what I'm saying. It's very similar. And you just put it in a glass of water in the morning, stir it, chug it, and you're done. Kind of thing. And then you have your breakfast. Well, the problem is sometimes I don't have breakfast, so I'll just drink the thing straight up. I tried one. It's up on my shelf right over there right now. I'm not touching it ever again. It's got too much black pepper in it. That's all you can taste. It literally tastes like you're chewing black pepper. It is ridiculous. Yeah, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. So I tried a different one, and mixed results. Do not let it go and separate in your water bottle, because I've got ones with a shaker in it that I use for my premix. I tried it in that, thinking it's got a shaker, I can just shake up what's in the bottom. I popped the top and it smelled like a fish tank. I was like, what? It was rancid, and it only been sitting on my desk for like half hour, if that. Now bear in mind, this room is not super hot and it's not super cold. I mean, for crying out, I'm wearing a fucking turtleneck. It's not that hot in here. So I have no idea why it separated so badly. So now I just drink it in small, regular, like glasses, I don't try it in anything bigger. It's pointless. It's just pointless. So there's that. I'm taking some vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin B12s. I'm taking better care of myself, nutrition-wise. Eat more fresh fruit and fresh veggies, as you should. Tonight's dinner is going to be a deconstructed burger, which means it's a burger without the buns. So it's the meat, lettuce, onion, caramelized mushrooms, and cheese, pepper jack. So yeah, it's just a burger without the buns. So there you go. That's what I got for dinner tonight. Then after that, I got some pre-made pasta meals made and whatnot. Kind of like to HelloFresh, but it's a different system here in the UK. Now, the reason why I'm finally getting the roundabout to where I'm at now is because of one of my partners, Nala. Now, she's a pain in the ass, but she's also tech savvy like me. And the other night, we had a bit of a tech off, if you will. She was telling me the specs of her current rig, and I was telling her the specs of my current rig, the rig I'm talking to you on now. And she looks at me and she goes, CPU ID me. I was like, okay, cool. So I sent her my CPU ID. She looked at it and she came back with like a shopping list of small minor upgrades, like a different motherboard, different timing on RAM, various other things. And it must have been a bit fortuitous, because I like to play a lot of real-time strategy games like Command and Conquer, things of that nature. And one of them is Battletech or MechWarrior, but I played the PC version. And in it, there's a mod called Rogue Tech. Well, I've been playing Rogue Tech for a while, thanks to Bergadol, if that's how you pronounce his name. He's a German streamer who does MechWarrior Rogue Tech as well as MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, MechWarrior 5 Clans, things of that nature. He's a big MechWarrior player, a really good guy. I respect his build. He even does MechWarrior Online and does like builds and ideas and whatnot. Really cool guy, good content creation. Really go check him out. In fact, I'll post his channel down below. Really good guy, really entertaining, and God, he's got a huge beard, and he got me hooked on to Rogue Tech, which is a mod pack which adds clans in a sphere, and you've got to have the DLCs and stuff for the main game, which is really like £7. It's not that expensive, but once you get the main game and the DLC, when you download Rogue Tech, it will download even the older inner sphere mechs. So your Urbans, your Wasps, your obscure mechs that you just don't see anymore because no one cares about them. Well, these guys care about them, and they've taken the models from previous iterations of MechWarrior, retextured them, redone stuff to them, and put them in Rogue Tech, and they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Well, the problem with Rogue Tech is it requires a very large page file system, and if you don't know how to modify your page file system, there's guides on that. Well, I modified the page file system to allow me to play Rogue Tech smoothly, and it needs a minimum of 48 gigs. Yeah. My system at that time had 32 gigs of RAM. Well, the problem was one of my RAM sticks went kaput because my motherboard's going out. Hence, that's why the CPU ID, it all feeds into each other. Well, point was, when I finally moved some stuff around and managed to get my page file large enough, all of a sudden, I'm starting to get read-write issues on my operating system, M.2. And I'm like, arf. Pulled up certain software, looked at the drive. The drive is damn near 500,000 cycles over its life, which means the drive is about to die. Okay, even SSDs have a finite life cycle because there's only many times zeros and ones that can be written to the NAND flash. Okay, so I bit the bullet. Nala sent me this list. I went back to that list and I looked at the M.2 that she linked. Well, when I looked at it, it was like 90 something pounds, which is pretty expensive for an M.2. And then right underneath it, Western Digital were doing a sale on their Black Series. I was like, go on. Needless to say, I picked me up a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black SSD. Now, the reason why I have not installed this yet is because I'm getting a motherboard coming in tomorrow that has 2 M.2 slots. And so my goal is to transfer over all the hardware that is compatible from this system's motherboard to the new motherboard. And I'm going to try and... I'm going to be installing Windows 11 for the first time. I'm finally biting the bullet and switching over to Windows 11. Not a huge fan, but Windows 11 will be on this. But there is some software in various production keys and various other things that I absolutely must get off of this current operating system's drives. And so I'm going to snag those and hopefully try and clone certain parts of my old SSD over to the new one. So that'll be fun. I've also got some new RAM coming in. It's the same RAM as the old RAM that was in the machine that died. So that would be... Oh gosh, where did I put it? Where did I put you? God, it's almost as if I was so... Ah, here it is. I was so close. So close. So, this is the old RAM. DDR4, 3000 megahertz. These are the sticks that went bad. And I know they're bad because I tested them in a different rig. I got 3 other PCs here. I tested them in all the other 2 machines and they all spat out the same errors. So, the RAM went bad, unfortunately. So, RAM's bad. So, I've got new RAM on order. New motherboard. It's used, but it's a new motherboard. It's a B550 system, chipset system over the B450, which is what I'm currently using. So, because the 450 is not made anymore, so that's legacy hardware. So I'm switching it out to the 550, which is going to be a lot better for me. A lot more M.2 slots as well.
There's two M.2s and there's 6 SATA ports on there, so I will be able to throw in some bigger 2TB SSDs and start taking some of those smaller drives that I've got, because all of my drives on this machine are under 1TB, I believe. Let me double check. One is for D, E, and F are all 500 gig, and C drive is a 500 gig. Like I said, they're all 500 gigs, so I will be swapping those out for some 2TB ones, with my main OS being a 1TB. And I'll probably keep some of these SSDs for something just like music, movies, things of that nature, and probably throw them into the media station PC, which is over there. That's still ticking just fine. It's rocking 4 or 5 different drives now that are all 500 gig SSDs. I do not have a mechanical drive in any of my rigs anymore. Mechanical drives are dead to me. It's SSD or not interested for me. So yeah, that's the plan. The plan, my man, is to go and upgrade hardware-wise. Graphics card, not touching. Not touching the graphics card. Graphics card is still the 3060 12 gig. Still doing fine. I do need to do a little bit of maintenance and clean out everything on that. I did. Now this is the thing. I'm not sure if it's the mouse or if it's the motherboard. I think in general it is just the mouse, but we'll find out. Namely, I've picked up a left-handed Razer Naga 2014 Naga edition, mostly because, as you guys know, I am very heavily left-handed, and so most ambidextrous mice just don't cut it for me anymore. And I've got a wall of shame of mice right behind that wall sign. There's about 15-20 mice all tied up like a flail. I'm not even kidding you. And I tend to go through a lot of mice because I'm left-handed. And one of my mice, I believe it's this one, yeah, this poor bastard, the side grips are eroded. So that one's gone and that one's gone. You can see, literally, you can see the bare plastic over the from the rubber. The middle mouse button died in this one. This is the Corsair M55 RGB Pro. The middle mouse button died on that one. You can hear it click, but it doesn't work in any games or apps. So it's either a hardware fail, which means the actual micro switch is fucked or dead, or there's just something going on in there, you know. So that's why I got the left-handed Naga edition, which works just fine. But the problem is, once in a while, it will just disconnect. It'll just go boom, 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 boom. Okay. Carry on playing a video game. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I was in the middle of Escape from Tarkov, and the mouse just cut out on me. Yeah, was not a happy chap when that happened. So I'm not sure if it's the USB port, and I've tried different USB ports and it's happened again. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. We will figure out whether it's mouse or motherboard. We will figure that out. What else? Oh, Razer apparently issued a factory recall on their Game Vice. This is what turns any USB Type-C Android phone into a gaming console. So it's a nice little device. I like it. This one doesn't. I've not had apparently there's a stick drift issue with these, but I've not had that issue, because then again I don't use it as I don't play hardcore with this thing. Only when I'm traveling, like I'm on the train or things of that nature, I will bust out one of my old phones and just slot it in, bam, bring up my retro arch and just start playing, you know, Atari or, you know, whatever, and it's fun. World of Tanks wires. Yes, I have been chugging along a little bit by little bit in World of Tanks. I know that there was a update, and they've updated the client, and now the client constantly keeps telling me that I have to keep verifying my email address. Well, I've verified my email address like 100 times, and I'm not even kidding you. Here. Okay, cool, whatever. Okay. Don't care about you hooking up with another subscription. What seriously, stop with the extra subscriptions. Okay, just stop. See it right here, it keeps telling me. You know? welcome, da 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 da. It's happy to see you. Okay, cool. So why? There you go. See, it keeps telling me I've got to go to the account management page. Been to the account management page. Been there, done that, and it keeps. And I mean this. It keeps fucking telling me. Okay, it keeps fucking telling me I have to check my emails and da 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 da. I've already done that like 100 times. The issue is not on mine; it's on yours. So it is what it is. So that's why there hasn't been really much of a way when it comes to World of Tanks content. I do have the Tiger Mouse, and I haven't played any games in said Tiger Mouse yet. Keyword yet. I haven't played in the Tiger Mouse yet. But I plan on doing a live stream where I am actually going to plan. I've got a video content planned, but not until I get the new hardware all up and running and stuff. But I have plans on doing a German super heavy video comparison, comparing the Mauschen, the Mauenbreaker, the VK, the Tiger Mouse, and a whole bunch of others. I plan on comparing them all together, even up to the tier 10s, super heavies. So you're looking at the Mouse, the E100, things of that nature, which are technically super heavies because that's what their classification was. And so yeah, you've got those. So I've got that planned, which is, you know, Clash of the. I'm literally going to be calling it Clash of the Super Heavies. So we will be. We will be doing that. So that should be fun. I'm going to be looking at probably doing 10 or 11 videos and then editing them all down into one big video, one big long mega video. So gotta get a wiggle on, guys, so because I need to have a shower and I need to get ready for my gaming event with some friends. I've got some pizzas that I've prepaid for and whatnot, so I'll be swinging by and picking up those pizzas and dropping them off at the hobby shop. The hobby shop in question is Eclectic Games in Smelly Alley, and that's the name of the alley. It's called Smelly Alley. Eclectic Games in Reading. Can't miss it. It's down this really offshoot alley called Smelly Alley. It was called that because it was Butcher's Row before then, so that's why it's called Smelly Alley, because all the fishmongers used to be there. Well, it's no longer a fishmonger road, but point is, it's a lovely little hobby shop in there, 2 stories, nice place. Upstairs you can play games. That's what we're doing. I'm going to be playing a little bit of Battletech, maybe a little bit of Star Wars as well. We're not sure yet, but I've got a good couple of hours of gaming sessions planned today, so I'm happy about that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to finish this off, and I wish you to stay safe, have fun, keep yourselves flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out, and I'll see you sexy bitches in the next one. Ciao.